Hello everyone, my name is Jefferson Anastácio. I am a trumpet student in the doctorate degree at the University of Campinas. I would like to present my research. I would like to present a summary of my research. The topic is Orality and musical appreciation as contributing tools for the construction of Pernambuco's Frevo performance on the trumpet. Aware of the interpretative peculiarities that exist between the various musical styles and genres, this study demonstrates decision-making related to the process of constructing musical interpretation for Frevo performance on the trumpet. The main objective is to demonstrate how practical experimentation can be used to help build the interpretation and musical performance of Frevo from Pernambuco on the trumpet. The performance and decision-making process is based on orality, thought, and native interpreter and musical appreciation. Both paths are listed and proposed as up-to-date tools for assimilating the interpretative concepts inherent in the idiom of the style studied. The main objective is to demonstrate how practical experimentation can be used to help build the interpretation and musical performance of Frevo from Pernambuco on the trumpet. The methodology selected and applied for this purpose, orality and musical appreciation, enable experimentation that result in the definition of articulation patterns that can serve as a reference for the development of musical language and assimilation of the accent present in the word is researched. The patterns were identified and classified as follows: AP, anacrus patterns, ESP, 16-note patterns, SP, syncope patterns, and ENP, 8-note patterns. As a way of exemplifying the use of this tool, the qualitative ratings can be observed on the basis of performance by non-native musicians who used the scores containing the articulations patterns as an interpretative reference for the construction of the trumpet performance. With regard to the construction of a performance that is coherent with the musical ideas conceived by a composer of certain genre or musical style, the justification for this research is the attempt to propose interpretative suggestions that are not or have not been made explicit in the musical notation in the scores. It should be noted that even the composer's own manuscripts do not contain any interpretative suggestions regarding articulation. About the orality, Rosa says, the idea of musical transmissions is used in a sense that broadens the act of teaching and learning music. Musical transmission is, in this sense, the act of transmitting knowledge and practices related to music. In this sense, it's assumed that in the study of interpretative practice, Orality can be used as a tool for transmitting knowledge about musical interpretation. By appropriating the epistemological basis of musical language and applying them to the preparation of a work, the focus of this study is the use of the orality and appreciation of tools that contributed to the development of musicality. To this end, both tools are used to investigate idiomatic expressions and the pronunciations of musical endurance by native performers of a given genre style. The main source of this research was the interpretative concepts of Dr. Nailson Simões, who, in addition to being considered a native Frevo interpreter, play a major role in the dissemination of the music for trumpet composed by Maestro Duda, José Ursicino da Silva. So, here we have the articulations partners. And I need to say that for each of the 4 sets of articulations partners, there are subdivisions. There are 14 partners in total. In anacrus partners, there are 3 subdivisions. In 16th note partners, there are 5 subdivisions. In syncope partners, there are 3 subdivisions, and in 8-note partners, there are 5 subdivisions. So, next we will demonstrate short excerpts from 6 frevos written by the composer Maestro Duda. Each performance highlights the articulations partners that were mapped. Let's listen to a short excerpt from the work Marillion no Frevo. The next excerpt is the Maze from Suite Recife, and the performance is by Fábio Cerqueira and Isis Adum. Let's listen to a performance by Daniel Cavalcante and Isis Adum. The work is Fantasia para Marquinhos. Now, let's listen to a short excerpt from the work Concertino Number 1 for Trumpet. The next excerpt is Concertino Number 2 for Trumpet by Paulo Ronqui and Isis Adum. For the last, let's listen to Sweet Naira. Conclusion. After demonstrating the results of the performance, it can be concluded that the definition of possible articulations partners from orality and musical appreciation, which have been proposed for the musical interpretation of Frevo from Pernambuco, can serve as an interpretative branch mark aimed at the development the musical language characteristics of a particular musical genre or style. This decision-making process emerges as a tool that can also be replicated in research related to other musical genres or styles. Finally, the acknowledgement. Thanks to the ITG International Trumpet Guide and all the organizers of the 2025 edition for accepting the presentation and dissemination of this research. Thanks to the University of Campinas, through the Graduate Department of Music for the financial incentive. Thanks to CAPS, a foundation of the Brazilian Ministry of Education in charge of promoting graduate research, the Department of Music and the Institute of Arts of Unicamp. Especially thanks to Dr. Paulo Ronqui for his doctoral supervision and collaboration in the development of the research. Thanks to Dr. Nailson Simões for facilitating the theoretical and musical process in this research. To all the performers who agreed to participate in the performance of the works, Isis Adun, Fábio Cerqueira, and Daniel Cavalcante. Thank you very much.